KQV FM, Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go ahead and introduce Evan's opponent. Debuting today, we've got none other than Caleb Boatman. Caleb Boatman joining us on the Cheap Seats movie trivia. How are you doing today, Caleb?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to finally get started here. I've played in other leagues, but this is a different league, different experience, different questions, different competitors. And I'm just kind of excited because it's like a fresh start, a clean slate, no baggage, no other matches, just this one-on-one. Let's do it.
I like everything you're saying here, Caleb. I like everything you're saying, and that's what the Cheap Seats movie trivia is all about. New experiences, new competitors, new questions. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. This is Evan Baughman. Are you ready?
Yes, and just for clarification, here, over there, out of
here.
Okay,
Evan's showing his phone out of picture, so make sure he's not cheating. Caleb, are you ready?
I'm ready. I should have brought my phone down here so I could throw it like that, but it's upstairs.
It was for episode.
No worries. We trust you. You seem like a trustworthy man. We're going to go ahead and get into round number 1 of the Cheap Seats movie trivia. All right, gentlemen, here's how it works. There's going to be 6 questions given to you in random categories. Each competitor will have 15 seconds to write their answers, and once they write it and reveal the answer, they must say it out loud as well. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If you get a perfect round, it triggers a bonus question, just for the person that got the rest of the points correct. There's also the seat rule. Each competitor can ask 3 times during the duration of the match for a question to be repeated. If you want to buy yourself some more time or you need some more interpretation, go ahead and ask for the seat rule. Challenges are also in effect here. If you don't like the way a question's asked or you think you might have a different idea, go ahead and throw in a challenge. We'll take care of that. We'll deliberate. I have Jake Petrucci sitting on standby today, actually, for deliberation. So we'll see how that one works out. But gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into round number 1. Your first question. This comes in the category of 80s movies. 80s movies. This popular 80s actor stars in such movies as Cobra, Over the Top, and Tango and Cash. Over the Top, something my mother would say that I was being when she would bring home the wrong cereal. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Going to Evan first.
Yeah, no idea on this one, Chase. I guess with Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson is incorrect. Going to Caleb.
In Tango and Cash, he says the line, "Rambo's a pussy." Sylvester Stallone.
That is correct. He does, in fact, say that Rambo is a pussy. He also played Rambo. It's great. It's all inside baseball. Caleb gets the question correct, going up 1-0 over Evan Baughman. Moving on to question number 2, gentlemen. In the category of horror thriller. This Star Wars actor voices the artificial intelligence Chucky in the 2019 remake of Child's Play. This movie is almost so much not like the original Child's Play, they almost could have called it something different. But here we have it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to Caleb first.
It's Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is correct. Evan.
I also have Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is the correct answer. Both gentlemen have it. Evan is on the board. Caleb still leads 2-1. 2-1 so far. Okay, gentlemen, moving on to question number 3. This comes in the category of famous directors. Famous directors. Your question. Peter Jackson directed this 2005 film, a second remake of the 1933 film of the same title. Caleb remains perfect. Let's see what Evan can do if he can get on the board again.
Chase, I'm going to ask for a repeat, please.
Okay, Evan, your first repeat in the game. Famous directors, your question.
Yes.
Peter Jackson directed this 2005 film, a second remake of the 1933 film of the same title. Good use of the repeat early. Let's see if it benefits him at all. Like I said, Boatman still sitting at perfect. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it to Evan Baughman.
Yeah, it did not help, Chase. The Golden Compass.
The Golden Compass is incorrect. Boatman, would you have?
Pretty sure if you started watching it in 2005, you'd still be watching it.
The correct answer is, in fact, King Kong. It is a long movie. Jack Black's running all around. Moving on to your next question, gentlemen. The coming of age. Boatman still remains perfect. All right, gentlemen, coming of age. Question number 4. This filmmaker directed coming of age movies such as 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I believe the last time Evan had a coming of age question, he said that he couldn't get it because he had already come of age. So let's see if this one's the same result. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Boatman.
He's the man, John Hughes.
He is the man. John Hughes is correct, going to Evan Baughman.
Yes, I also had John Hughes.
John Hughes, correct. Evan sees himself on the board again. Caleb Boatman remains perfect in the round, 4-2 with Caleb's lead. All right, gentlemen, moving on to question number 5, possibly the penultimate question in the round, at least for Evan here, in the category of actors and actresses. This actor plays Dr. Buddy Rydell opposite Adam Sandler's Dave Busnick in Anger Management. Busnick is a good last name. I like it. It's got everything you want in a last name. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, gentlemen. Going to Caleb first.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is correct. Evan, would you have?
I also had Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is correct. Evan sees himself on the board. 2 in a row there for Evan. We've got the score to 5-3 at the moment. 5-3 at the moment. Okay, gentlemen. Question number 6 in the round comes in the category of the 90s. Category of the 90s. All right. In Silence of the Lambs, Clarice enlists the help of this brilliant psychiatrist who also happens to be a violent psychopath. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to Evan first.
That would be Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Dr. Lecter is correct for 1 point. There we go. That's okay. We've got 2 Caleb's on the screen. We'll remove the one of them. All right, very good. Caleb, now were you able to hear the
Yeah, I got the question.
Okay, go ahead and so we're back. Go ahead and reveal your answer.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter is correct for a perfect round from Caleb, and Evan Baughman has 4 in the round. Okay, we're going to go ahead and ask him his bonus point question. Now, Caleb, just so you know, you do not get to have the round in this question, but you're also the only one being asked, or the category rather. So you're also the only one being asked, so you don't have to write it down. Okay, your question. Donald Sutherland plays Hawkeye Pierce in this 1970 war comedy that was based on a novel and eventually led to a TV series.
MASH.
MASH is the correct answer. Round
Thank you, Caleb.
number 2. Here we go. Each competitor is going to spin the category wheel. I'm going to spin it for you. You can respin once unless the wheel lands on opponent's choice. Now, each competitor will get 4 questions from that chosen category. In this round, the questions are worth 2 points. You can ask for multiple choice for any of the questions or all of them, but the point value drops down to 1. Now, your opponents may steal if the competitor gives an incorrect answer. Also, repeats and challenges are still in effect in this round. Caleb, you are in the lead with 7-4. So I'll ask you, would you like to spin first or would you like to defer to Evan?
If it's all right, can I know what's on the wheel first before I decide to spin or defer?
Yeah, that's totally okay. All right. On your wheel, you have biopics, coming of age, animated, Oscars, horror thriller, comic book movies, 2000s movies, and musicals.
I don't hate that wheel. I'll go first.
Okay. And I'm sure the wheel feels good about being liked by Caleb. So we're going to go ahead and bring the wheel in so he can get a look at it that way as well. Okay, Caleb, are you ready for your first spin?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Round and round she goes. Coming of age, would you like to keep it or would you like to spin again?
I think I'll take it.
Okay. He's come of age before. Let's see if he can do it again. Caleb is going to have 4 questions in the category of coming of age movies. Again, I remind you that stealing is available. Multiple choice is available. Evan, you still have 2 repeats left. Caleb, you have all of your repeats. Okay, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into these questions. Your first question, Caleb. Coming of age. Adapted from Taming of the Shrew, this 1999 film stars Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You is the correct answer for 2 points to send Caleb up to 9. 9 in the round so far. Your second question in coming of age movies. In this 1985 movie, teen misfits design their ideal women on a computer, bringing her to life after a freak electrical accident.
It has a great theme song. Weird Science.
Weird Science. He's correct, and it does have a great theme song that puts him up to 11 points in the round so far. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Okay. Your penultimate question in the round. Filmed from 2001 to 2013, this Richard Linklater movie follows the childhood and adolescence of Mason from 6 to 18 years old.
Boyhood.
Boyhood is the correct answer. Another 2-point get for Caleb. Sends him up to 13 in the round with 1 more question to go. Caleb, your final question in the round, coming of age. What year was Napoleon Dynamite released?
2004.
He's got it. It's the best year for movies of all time. You can go ahead and check. It's 2004. Caleb gets it again, putting himself up to 15 points. So you love to see work like that done in the second round. Evan has 4 at the moment. Didn't have any chance to get steals since Caleb got all those right. But let's see what he's able to do on his own. Evan, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the wheel for you here, okay?
All right, Chase. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your spin? Any deep breath?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
No, I'm diving in. I'm just going to put my head in there.
Biopics. Would you like to keep biopics or would you like to spin again?
Re-roll that, please.
We're re-rolling that, please. Whatever it land on, unless it's biopics or coming of age, you'll have to stick with. Horror thriller.
Let's go.
The scary wowies. I think this is the strength of Evan, so I think he doesn't have a problem doing horror thrillers. I think he likes this category. So let's see how he fares in the category. Evan, you're also going to have 4 questions in the category of horror thriller. Again, your opponent has a nice, cute little lead over you. So if you'd like to stay in the round, you're going to need to at least be within 10 of them by the end of it, and stealing is available. So again, the score is 4-15. Let's go ahead and ask Evan his first question. Evan, in the category of horror thriller. Teens are trapped in the auditorium of their high school overnight, where a student named Charlie dies 20 years earlier. Name the movie.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay. Is it A, The Gallows, B, Unfriended, C, Creep, or D, Devil's Due?
I'm going to go with A, The Gallows.
A, The Gallows is correct. Evan puts himself up to 5 points. Used the multiple choice, navigated it very well, protected himself in that regard. So good on Evan there. Evan, your second question in the category of horror thriller, including spin-offs. How many installments are in the Paranormal Activity franchise?
I have a number in my mind, but I'm going to ask for multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice. He goes. Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7?
B5.
B5 is incorrect. Caleb for the steal.
6.
6 is correct.
Dang it.
4 first one activities, and then we have a spin-off the marked ones, and then we have the final movie, The Ghost Dimension. Okay, he's got that right. That puts him up to 16. Evan is at 5. Caleb's at 16. Evan's at 5. Evan, you're going to have to be careful with these next couple of questions here.
Yes.
Your third question in horror thriller. Who directed Mystic River?
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Jonathan Demme, B, Sean Penn, C, Tim Robbins, or D, Clint Eastwood? A is incorrect. Caleb, would you like to steal?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood is the correct answer. Caleb sees himself at 17 right now. Evan has one more question left in the round. If he wants to see a third, he's going to have to get this answer correct. No multiple choice, no steal. Okay, Evan, your final question in the category of horror thriller. Robert De Niro stars as Travis Bickle, a disturbed loner suffering with insomnia. In what movie?
Taxi Driver.
Correct for 2 points. Evan gets up to 7. He sees himself into the third round. Well played on that final question. Well played on that final question. No knockout here, but we'll see what happens when we get into the third round. Very well played by Evan. 7-17 is currently what we set out. Also well played by Boatman there because he did come up with some points on Evan's turn. Gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into round number 3, and here is how it works. So competitors will pick 3 numbers that will correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will get 3 questions. The questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. No stealing or multiple choice is available in this round. If you want the answer, if you want to get the points, you're going to have to answer it straight up. Caleb, you do have our lead. So I will go to you first. I need 3 numbers between the range of 1 to 12 in whatever order you prefer.
Let's go 9.
Okay.
8. And 3.
Okay, 9, 8, and 3 for Caleb. And then let's go ahead and Evan, any numbers that aren't 9, 8, and 3 between 1 and 12, please.
11, 12, and 7, please.
Okay, 11, 12, and 7 is what Evan picks. Now, before we even get to Caleb, Evan, you are going to have to answer each one of these questions correct. So, steady as she goes, brother. Let's go ahead and get into these questions. Your first question, your 2-point question, comes in the category of comedies.
Okay.
Comes in the category of comedies. According to the Mean Girls, what day of the week do we wear pink?
Wednesday.
He laughs it up and he gets it up. All right. That does well for Evan. That's exactly what he needed. He has 9 points now in the round. He's still going to have to answer these next two correctly if he wants to see some light, but that opened up pretty well. I'm sure he's feeling good about it. Okay, 9-17, gentlemen. Your question in the 3-point category, Evan, comes in the category of coming of age.
Okay.
Coming of age. Who made their directorial debut with the movie 8th Grade?
Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham is the correct answer.
Both show.
Yeah,
Bo for show. He did it.
Sodian, Aryan librarian of the wordsmith, Sodian, rapuscated. It has ingenuity. I gave it this little pot to give it continuity.
And Evan wrapped it up. He can't get any more points for the wrap, but he is at 12 points with only his 5-pointer to go. Doing this pretty well. If you're going to play the third round, that's how you're going to want to play it, ladies and gentlemen. Evan, you're going to go ahead and have your 5-point question, which corresponds to the number 7.
Yes.
90s movies.
Okay, let's do it.
Who plays siblings in 1998's Pleasantville?
Yeah. We're going to go with
You have 2 repeats. Let's see what he does here.
Give me a repeat, please. Before
one of your repeats. All right. Your question is in the category of 90s movies. Who plays siblings in 1998's Pleasantville?
One more time, might as well use it. Just in case something sparks.
90s movies.
Yeah.
Who plays siblings in 1998's Pleasantville? All his repeats are gone. I don't assume he's going to use a challenge here. I hope he doesn't. But let's in 5,
Queen
4,
Latifah and David
3.
Final answer.
And your winner, Caleb Boatman, via technical knockout. The answer we were looking for. Caleb, do you know the answer? Do you want to?
Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon.
Exactly. Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon is the correct answer.
It's a great movie. Check it out.
Yeah, you watch it sometime. It's really nice. Jeff Daniels gives a nice performance in it. It's good all around. But guys, that is how we play the Cheap Seats movie trivia. Caleb came in here on his debut match and got a TKO. He's got to be feeling good about it. He's looking like shades of Michael Muha. If I'm not overstepping at all, he's looking like shades of our very own Michael Muha. So, Caleb, I'll go to you first. How are you feeling after that first game?
I'm feeling pretty great. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a question, and that's never happened with me before. So right. I'm kind of happy with that. This is fun. I want to keep playing. Line them up, and I'll knock them down.
Okay, line them up, and he'll knock them down. Caleb coming up with the utmost confidence at the end of the match. Like I said earlier on, it was smooth sailing for the Boatman, and let's see if he can keep that up going on through the Cheap Seats movie trivia, and he seems pretty confident. So we're going to have to get him in another match soon, maybe see him in the Ultimate Fan Tournament and see what he can really turn the lights out on. But like I said, Caleb, that's a great performance, and we can't wait to have you back. I'm gonna go over to your opponent here, Evan Baughman. Evan Baughman, you came up with another loss here. You're sitting at 0-2 in the singles league. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, dude, that third round was something very special. I think before we got to the jokes in that 5-pointer, I think you were doing you did really solid. You answered those questions without a lot of hesitation. How are you feeling after this matchup?
You know what, Chase? I honestly felt like I came in. I gave a good effort. I got 4 of the first 6. The second round, I thought I would know horror thriller better. I really did. But I didn't get any like Friday the 13th or Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street. That's my wheelhouse right there, that campy stuff. So I didn't get any of that. That's okay. That last round, I tried to pull myself back. But, man, Caleb came in like freaking Hulk Hogan, Razor Ramon, and Kevin Nash in here and just stomped me. I couldn't, I had to get every question right, basically, to be where he was. And, I just wasn't up for it today. I'm excited to see what he does next. He seems to be one of, if not the top competitor we got right now. So let's see. I
yo.
was the sacrificial lamb in ways. So everyone can see what happened to me. I'm 0-2. It stinks.
Listen, even though Caleb took Evan out to slaughter on this episode, I don't think that Evan should fret because, listen, if you compare the way he played today versus the way he played against Jordan Long just a couple weeks ago, the game has improved. He was able to use his repeats. He was able to find those little tricky answers that you may not be able to get. I think he was looking for more slasher movies in that horror thriller round, but I think he still was able to navigate it. He used his multiple choice. He did what he was supposed to do as a competitor in the Cheap Seats movie or any of these leagues out here. So I got to go ahead and commend you for the effort. Caleb, Evan, great job today, gentlemen. Thanks a lot for checking out this round of the Cheap Seats movie trivia. There's more to come, all right? And hey, if you're looking for somewhere to go, join us in the Cheap Seats. There's plenty of room. Have a good night, everybody.